Hello, friends and enemies. Today we are going to talk about El Miedo, the 2021 debut release by Umbra, a darkwave act from La Paz, Bolivia. The 5 members of the band include Cristian Pedernera on vocals, Ivan Suarez on bass, Victor Gonzalo Burgos Laredo on drums, Isaac Abisal on keyboards, and Aldo Ramone on guitar. Most of the songs have Ivan Suarez listed as the writer of the music and Cristian Pedernera as the lyricist, though Ivan Suarez is also listed as lyricist for one of the songs. This is a very special episode because this is the first time I'm reviewing a release by a band from Bolivia. I'd previously heard a few goth bands from Bolivia, but I'd only found a smattering of songs, no full albums, or even EPs like this one before now. Another thing I should mention before I get any further was this EP was bought for me off of my wishlist by a follower on Bandcamp, so thank you to that person. I'm pretty sure I know who it is, but it could be someone else who just has the same name. Anyways, now for the album, El Miedo. We have a 5-piece EP here that is less than a half hour in full. It is 5 pieces, not 5 songs, as the opening piece is mostly instrumental, aside from a sampling of a quote from the movie Blade Runner. This album opener, called El Fin, ironically for being an opener, is mostly, if not entirely, electronic-driven in a very thrilling, build-up cyber adventure kind of way. While the following tracks do still have a keyboard, they are not as electronic-based and include the other 4 instruments and the vocals that aren't just sampled from a movie. The following track, El Hombre de los Sombras, includes some keyboard sounds, but then the driving post-punk bass comes in along with that twangly guitar. Before we get to hear vocalist Cristian Pedernera, we hear some vocalizations by guest artist Patricia Jordan. The back and forth between the two of them, along with the darkwave instrumentation, gives big The Frozen Autumn vibes, which makes sense as they are cited as one of these band's inspirations. The next song, Ruido, feels a bit more rocking and dramatic. Our next song, Miedo, is also more on the rocking side, but in a sort of mellow rocking way. Their closing song, The Forest, is the only one of the songs with lyrics in English, while the other 3 songs of these 4 songs and 5 pieces are all in Spanish. This song, sound-wise, is this nice integration of all the sounds on the previous songs. As a cohesive thing, this album was nice for those of you who like dark alternative music. Nice time there. Aside from the aforementioned The Frozen Autumn, Umbra describes themselves as inspired by Clan of Xymox, Cocteau Twins, The Cure, and Dead Can Dance, among others. The most obvious inspirations to me personally were The Frozen Autumn and Clan of Xymox because it was very darkwave, but also got more conventionally rocking at times. I think this is more for people who like darkwave, but who are not quite into the more synth-pop leaning approach and still want one foot firmly in the rock-based side of goth. There is some synth and electronic sounds, but it does not ever feel like the dominant sound, more used as a highlight than the main driving force. As mentioned, bassist Ivan Suarez is the primary writer of the music, so it is not much of a surprise that the bass plays a big role in the instrumentation throughout the CP, typical for post-punk in general. So that was El Miedo by Umbra. It was a pretty short EP, so this was a short video. Thank you once again to the person who bought me this album. For those of you who want to support your favorite goth tubers but are scared that sending them money will lead them to just spending it on laptop stickers, buying them songs off their Bandcamp Wishlist is a great option. It is especially nice because it pushed this particular album up on my priority list. It was already on my priority list because I wanted to cover something by an artist from a new country, but this meant I got to do it sooner. Slight spoiler, well, my next video is not going to be on the work by an artist from a country I haven't touched before. The next one certainly will be, as will the video after that. If you want to listen to Umbra or follow them on social media, all of their links are listed in the description down below. If you want to follow me elsewhere on social media, my link tree is in the description as well. Until next time, bye now. No podremos escapar.